Continuing on from the diss, fans, as the days have gone on, have broken down a lot of the Future and Drake stuff that we didn't know behind the scenes. So we knew Drake and Kendrick had tensions together. In fact, Drake and Kendrick, there was an interview on ESPN that apparently Drake did that never came out, that where he was going in on Kendrick. He said, and it was on an ESPN Sports Center show or something, and Drake was just going all out, disrespecting Kendrick. And they pre-recorded the interview and were supposed to premiere it like a couple hours later at 12 or 1. But Drake's team called and said, destroy that interview. We don't want it out. And then, the higher-ups at ESPN said, yeah, we're destroying it. So that interview has never come out. But apparently, according to one of the hosts, that interview would have set off a catastrophic when it comes to Kendrick and Drake beef. It would have been at a whole nother level, because that would have been a direct shot at Kendrick, and that would have been something interesting that, after all these years, it's been a lot of subliminals back and forth. Now, Kendrick did go a little bit directly at him when he was doing, obviously, the Control thing, and then when he did the BET Cypher freestyle at the BET Awards, where nothing's been the same after I tucked a pajama wrapper, and his feelings or something like that. When you're mentioning album titles, nothing was the same. That's about as clear as day that, you're going at Drake. So that's probably the clearest we've ever gotten, is from Kendrick mainly. Drake, though, will subliminals here and there, and you'll have to fucking go through a wormhole of shit just to figure out what the fuck he's saying, which to a certain extent I respect, but mostly I hate it because it's like, just go directly, man. You can do, bars and intertwine things if you just go directly as well. So, throughout all that whole battle and stuff, now we know now Kendrick has gone super direct. So now we know that the Kendrick and Drake thing is solidified. It's there. It's Drake's turn. The funny thing is, though, Drake isn't responding. He is mainly it seems like he's mostly responding to Future, because Drake came out at his show last night. Now, if you don't know, Drake, Future and Metro Boomin have a track on their album called Princess Diana. And Drake decided to perform Meltdown, which is a song he's featured on Travis Scott's album. And he's playing, while he's saying these things, he's playing visuals of Princess Diana. So people are speculating that he's definitely, he's sending subliminals right there off the rip. And on the verse, he says tensions are rising. So let me play the clip for you guys so you guys can check this out. See, really the truth is just scared of the 6 with Princess Diana playing around there. So, Drake's now, while he's on tour with J. Cole, he's going to be throwing subliminals like that on tour. I doubt we're going to get a track anytime soon. The funny thing, though, about this, right? The funny thing is, just based off right now what's going on, Drake is avoiding Kendrick. He is avoiding Kendrick because right now he should have done something subliminal like Kendrick too. Why just go at Future? And this is the same thing we got from Drake when Pusha T was cooking him. What did Drake do? Shift his attention to Kanye West. Because he knows that Future and Kanye lyrically can't be on the same level as Drake. Kanye has a bunch of writers. Future isn't really known to be that lyrical. Now, does he have moments where he has great bars? Yes. But Future isn't at the level of a Kendrick. Kanye isn't at the level of a Kendrick. But Kendrick going in on him, Drake's like, oh, I'm going to avoid the guy that's lyrical that could potentially cause issues with me. But I'm gonna. That's the problem in this situation. This is why I don't like the fact that the Future thing popped off and the Kendrick thing popped off. I wish it would have just been straight Kendrick, because if now Drake has an escape route to be like, hey, I'm gonna go at Future and forget Kendrick, but that opens the lane for J. Cole and Kendrick to go at it. Which to be honest with you, I've been wanting Drake and Kendrick forever. But at the level that J. Cole is at right now rapping, I would love a J. Cole and Kendrick battle, which I never saw coming miles away. Now I knew it was possible, but I never thought in a million years J. Cole and Kendrick would go at it, because they just seemed very cool. At one point, they were about to release a collab album. So, I'm for it though, man. Those two lyrically are up there. Let's break down a little bit more of the Drake subliminals. So let's remind yourself that Kendrick is responding to Drake and J. Cole. This isn't Kendrick going at them. This is him responding based off the first-person shooter track. Because now looking back, hindsight on that track, it's looking like J. Cole and Drake are sending shots at Kendrick very subliminally. Even though J. Cole shouts him out on it, it could be me and the big three. It's me and Kendrick and Drake and whatever. It seems like, hey, I'm the number one uno. Drake's number one uno. I'm going this. I'm going that. We're big as Super Bowl. So looking back on it, it's like, it's subliminal, man. A lot of subliminal shots taken there. So let's break down a little bit of what Drake was doing subliminally. So Future is responding just to Drake. A lot of people are saying it's about females and that there's these women that were at this place called, I don't know what it's called, man. It's one of these like areas with a bunch of women, and apparently Drake and Future really like this girl named Diana, but she has like Princess in her name. Apparently people call her Princess Diana, and the song is called Princess Diana on the Metro and Boomin song. Metro and Future album, We Don't Trust You. But Metro Boomin responded to those rumors and said, y'all guys stop making stuff up for engagement and just enjoy the music. That's Metro Boomin's response to those rumors about Future and Drake falling out over a girl. Personally, if I find out that Future and Drake are falling out over a fucking female, a female that, by the way, looks the same as most of the females that they're around, then these are the corniest rappers alive, and I don't even want to fucking know about this beef. This is the dumbest beef ever. But I don't think it's that reason. I think a lot of it had to do with maybe Drake siding more with 21 Savage and doing a collab album with them. That's kind of rumored, where Future kind of didn't like that. And there might be some behind the scenes stuff, man. Maybe business stuff. Maybe something didn't work out the way. Me personally, and I know I never said this on a podcast, but me personally, I just never really saw Future and Drake as friends, like really, really close friends. I don't know why. Just to me, it seemed like it was more of a business thing, because Drake needed somebody that had more respect of the streets and more was, because Future is more of the streets love him than Drake. So Drake needed that, and then Future needed that more, that superstar mainstream love. So them coming together really worked really well for each other. Like, they benefited off each other a lot. And, you could argue, people were arguing that Drake was kind of carrying Future a lot for his career, but Future's doing perfectly fine right now. So continuing, let's go over some of the Her Loss, because there's some bars on Her Loss and For All the Dogs that people investigated and found out that, hey, these are shots at Future that we had no idea about. And the funny thing is, Kanye called this out a while ago. He said, Drake's going to be dissing you. He said this on Drink Champs. Drake's going to be dissing you, and you're not even going to know it. It's going to be so slick that by the time people figure out, it's going to be years later. So this is what Kanye said on Drink Champs, which is really cool.
So when Drake don't do a diss, like an outright diss song where it's a headshot, he's going to set it up like war. You know what I'm saying?
Calculated and strategy.
Yeah, when people went to go get Hitler, they didn't go straight for Hitler. They set up fake tanks. They set up this and this. So he gonna do stuff like live 5 blocks down the street from you, DM
every. He crept through the light switch. Is that
yeah.
what you talking about?
He gonna like go and DM every single girl in your family, every single girl around your family, everybody, all your niggas, girl, He's gonna
really?
So
on Middle of the Ocean, Drake said on Her Loss, this is the Her Loss album with 21 Savage, he said the lyrics begin to reveal themselves over periods of time. And how we didn't catch this, Drake collaborating with 21. By the way, Her Loss is mainly a Drake album. It's about 65-70% Drake. It seemed like 21 Savage was used as kind of like a token to be like, hey, I'm siding with this guy. Fuck you, Future. I'm not cool with you anymore. And there's more lines on this whole project where he's just going in. He says on Fear Heights, he says this, he might take you on trips and he might have some hits, but baby, not more than me. He might be at the trap and order some ones, but ain't throwing more than me. This is the female tension that we're talking about. And the club that apparently they're arguing over a female of is called the Booby Trap. And one of the females there said Drake and Future are beefing over Amber from the Trap. You know how many of us in there eat dick, be for real. She has a man as well. Laugh my ass off. So she basically just admitted, hey, we're just some whores and we be sucking dick, and of any guy, it doesn't even matter. So why are they arguing over that? Which is, like I said, this is all rumored. This is not true. Metro Boomin, is denying this. I'm not saying not true, but it's alleged. Metro Boomin is denying this. But if this is the reason why, it's the corniest shit ever. So on Drake's More M's verse, on that track, More M's, on Her Loss, people broke down the bars. He says, what happened to that guy claiming OVO? We traded him. Now that's clear as day because Future used to claim FBG, an OVO, and had chains of OVO, had clothing of OVO, all that stuff. Continuing on, Drake said on More M's, fuck, let me kick it basic. Guys ain't got love for the boys, so they fake it. Crack a couple jokes to some bitches on some snake shit. So apparently there's some pillow talking going on that Drake didn't like with Future, and maybe even Metro Boomin involved. This is why on type shit, Future said, just a sad hoe running through the crew type shit. A bunch of rich guys, hoes get confused type shit. She fucked me, ran her mouth because I'm a boss type shit. So Future's kind of responding in those type of lines. Continuing on, Drake on More M said, but if I send a verse to the ass, then they'll take it, shoot a video, arm around me like we aces, or pop out at my shows, jump around with me on stages. So he's talking about, hey, if I'm helping them on tracks, they're all cool, but then they talk shit behind my back. Continuing on, Drake says this on More M's. Probably why these hoes love to shower me with praises. Might have fucked another rapper girl, but you ain't fucked Drake yet. And on What Will Pluto Do, Drake said, what would Pluto do? He'd fuck the hoe, so I did it. Then, Future on We Don't Trust You said, sneak dissing, I don't understand, dog. Pillow talking, acting like a fed dog. I don't need another fake friend, dog. Can't be about a hoe because we sharing, dog. In your feelings, guy, why you playing, dog? So it's looking like it has to do something with the female, which is the corniest shit ever. Let's just keep it at that. If it has to do with a female, you guys are Drake and Future. You guys can damn near get any female you want. And you guys are arguing over some of the most basic OnlyFans thoughts that you can think of in your life. Like if we're arguing over, I don't know, what's a female in her prime that I can think off the top of my head? Why am I struggling to think of this at the top of my head? I don't know, whatever. A female that is one of the most beautiful female at the top of their prime and everybody wants her. What's a girl right now everybody's fucking going over? I don't remember a lot of these actresses' names and shit, man. Sydney Sweetie, I think her name is. Sydney Sweetie or some shit. Right now everybody's going over Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. Her. Let's just say her. Fuck it. Throw her out there. Actually, what's that girl's name, man? That's on The Wolf of Wall Street. She's bad. Margaret Robbie, right? Margaret Robbie. She's fine as fuck. One of the most beautiful women I've seen, right? If y'all are fighting over her, different story, bro. She's rich. She's got her own money. She's beautiful. She's one of one. Blah, 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 right? Fight over her makes sense. I'll be like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'd fight over. But some random OnlyFans thought that's been ran through that sucks dick at a club for everybody, as long as you pay her. Come on. Come on, guys. Are we really, really beefing over that shit? Is that really where this is going to go? Ruining classic music for nothing. Now, that's just assumptions. I don't know if that's officially the case, but based off these bars, a lot of it are lining up together. People are saying that What Will Pluto Do track is not a respect to Future, more like a diss. People actually expected Future to be featured on there when the first track list came out. I did too, but that never happened. So the last time Future and Drake collaborated was 2022. It seems like that's the last time we're going to get their collaboration, at least for some time now.